Welcome back to Gaming Assembled. Today is part 20 of our Inheritance Roleplay series. Thank you for joining us. Before we start, we'd love to hear from you. So like, comment and subscribe to the channel and interact with us on social media. And thank you to Jaden Thomas and Ahmed for subscribing already. Let's get started. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. Welcome back to Ireland. So, let's rejoin King Niall. And last time we set things in motion to take back, well, not take back our land, but to take the lands of someone who we perceived as a threat. Our cousin, the Duke of Brittany, he'd dropped his alliance with us. The paranoia had kicked in. We thought we're going to grab that before he can grab us, so to speak, and that was sort of where we went. We were also looking at scheming in a way with regards to our aunt, who is, we're now just trying to improve our relationship with him. But our aunt, who is the Queen of Tahert down here, who she was basically saying how she felt that she should be Queen of Ireland and things. And so, again, we took that as a bit of a threat. And so we started to try and do stuff against her. Don't think it panned out, but, I know it didn't pan out. She's still there. She's not dead. But the point is that she doesn't like us. She's our rival, but she's 81. So I suspect we'll probably outlive her. So, that's that. But we're her heir, so that should hopefully work out for the best for us. Accusations of witchcraft, bloodstained cloth, crow feathers, strange-smelling concoctions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from the Isle of Man as proof that Kiar has been practicing witchcraft in her hut on the outskirts of the village. The villagers claim her evil works must be the cause of the poor harvest and are calling for her execution. So, to be honest, I'm not really sure how King Niall would deal with this one. He's, I suppose a good execution. I mean, he's sadistic. I think that's probably the way it would be. A good execution is, is as a good entertainment as any other. She must burn for her crimes against God. There you go. It likes a bit of killing, I suppose. So that's basically the way it goes. And we get some piety out of it as well. So our acquaintance Genevieve died. Who is she? Daughter of Count Leon. I've absolutely no idea who she is or why we know her, but, there we go. We have an absolute ton of money. Well, not an absolute ton, but we've got plenty of money. I'm thinking we should probably try and improve our development a little bit, improve our general lands. In terms of improving the development, we're probably better off trying to improve things here, because then there'll be a bit of off-spill to the others. Let's see. Let's improve the fields there. The other option, of course, is we just improve the actual castle itself. That's a possibility. We could do that. Improves the garrison, things like that. Don't know whether that would improve the development of the area. I'm not really sure. Does this say whether this does? I don't know. I presume it does. Improving buildings. We'll do that, and we'll just work on other things as well. We'll spread it out a bit. So wetlands, so this is peat quarries. So we'll do that, and we'll do that one, upgrade those fields, and then that's our money done. Excellent. Poor unfortunate serfs. It has been some time since I was visited by the ghost of my old friend Duke Thomas of de Hybarth. Oh, he's back again, is he? But now begins my path towards redemption. As a king, I realize now my duty is to my people, so among the people I walk and ask them what they would wish of me. A poor man in rags approaches me and begs that I help the poor and sick of Holmwick without means to care for themselves. He asks for just enough for his people to get by, but is there truly a price for admission to heaven? Okay, so I tell you what, let's just undo one of the things we've just done then. Let's take that one off. There we go, we've now got money to do this. So you will have everything you need. So, I mean, so it sounds like it from these events, this event chain really, that we're in a place where we're trying to redeem ourselves. We've had our sadistic impulses. We've been an adulterer. We're obviously drunk most of the time. It's having its effect on us. We've grown up in the Christian church, in a very zealous court of our father and certainly our grandfather, and I think we're now, we're getting older. 47. We're probably, there's more years behind than ahead now, especially given the way we've lived, and perhaps he's starting to think, well, I need to think about this. So the spirits will be pleased. Memorandum of the Isle of Man gains county investment, so that improves our development growth and popular opinion. Let's do that. So let's have a look. Demand payments. So we can demand money off people, refill our coffers. So she's always a good... Goots is always good for a bit of money. So these are just familial ones. I think... Yeah, I mean, the idea... I mean, in the past I've talked about how, I think you would see money as power, and things. It's control in the place is good. Getting in your money, getting in so you can then, do what you need to do. So I mean, we'll go on that line for that, but I think it's not necessarily that he's greedy as such, but he recognises that the rich people are the ones that can actually do things and make changes happen and hold on to power, and so that's perhaps what we're doing. We're currently swaying this guy, our duke over there. Two realms separated by courtly language. Giggling confronts me as I walk into the chamber. A gaggle of courtiers led by Melosa are all crowded around a recent letter from King Finchu. So this is the King of Scotland. Melosa waves me over with a shout of laughter. My lord, you simply must read this. It has the official seal of Alba, but every other word is spelled like it was written by an illiterate peasant. Those scatterbrained sluggards can't even use the right consonants, much less speak good Goidelic, and it is hilarious. So we've got this missive is missing half the vowels. Disgusting. Are they not our linguistic cousins? And two noble courts and not a sodding brain between them. Okay. Okay. So, in terms of a letter then, well, I mean, the King of Scotland, I don't think he's not a friend of ours as such, but we get on well with him generally. We've heard things from him in the past and whatever. I think we go with that one. We're not about, there you go, it becomes our friend. So we have had some good encounters with him. I don't think we judge him too harshly, and certainly don't want to make an enemy. So I think we go with that one. So we made a friend. We like friends. We like friendship. It's certainly something that we do. He's at 100. There's no point swaying him anymore. So that's fine. We were going to give him more land, I think. But I think I had to wait for truce to expire with the other one. But I think I can do that now. So I should now, we'll deal with that in a second, should now, I think, be able to revoke... Oh, because he's not my direct vassal. That's a shame. That is a shame. So he's just going to have to manage. So I was going to try and give him the land, wasn't I? But because I've made him the Duke already, he's now his vassal, and I can't revoke the title even though I've got a claim on it. That kind of sucks. But, I mean, I suppose I could take the vassal off him and then revoke the vassal from him. But that'll annoy him. Retract vassal. But, I suppose I could do that. And this is an act of tyranny, though. That's a faff. Just to give him more land. So I mean, ultimately he will benefit, but at the minute he likes me, so we'll just leave it. It's fine. If the other guy takes power again, we'll oust him and take his land, and then give it to him. Exotic arms, along with their strange goods, merchants bring tall tales from distant lands, unverifiable, full of wonder. A group of Mercian peddlers purport to have brought Russian objects said to have come from the faraway court of a great ruler, King Ivan of Ruthenia, no less. Ilgith, the leading trader, grins darkly. This unique spear could be yours for a single price, for a special price, of course, great king. A likely yarn indeed. I look to Kerrick for guidance. I cannot recommend this work, my liege. The hammer dents are wistful. He nods at me stupidly. So we're looking at a spear. Now, I think we've already got weapons, haven't we? Wrong one. Yeah, we've already got more weapons than we can actually equip, so I think we just leave it alone. I'm not bothered about having that. That's absolutely fine. So this is my daughter. She's now 6. She can be tutored by the Queen. That's fine. Ask for money from the Pope. Why not? Duke Thomas of de Hybarth's second visit. Here we go again. Ghostbusters time. I feel paralysis wash over my body as Duke Thomas of de Hybarth appears to me once again. Tell me, Spirit, what more must I do to secure my place in heaven? Good that you would ask, my old friend. Adventure to the Holy Lands. There you will find the redemption you seek. Do not delay. God is waiting for you there. I will do what I must. Okay. So, yeah, fine. Okay. Well, we can go on a pilgrimage. Oh, there you go. It's setting it off for us. So, I think, well, we're going to get some money from the Pope in a second, so we can afford this. So, let's go to Jerusalem. Why not? So, let's just do this. Councillor opinion or vassals outside. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay. So, pilgrimage departure. As I prepare for my journey, I know that I travel safely under the protection of God. I will be gone for a long time, and I can only pray the Lord watches over my realm as well. It's time to depart. There's my money from the Pope, so that puts us back into good money again. Right, so we have been going down the warfare one previously, but obviously we're not a warfare kind of guy. So, I mean, Squire traditions, multi-martial experience, I don't think that's something we would do. That's not really us. Faithful magistrates, title creation cost. Let's see. Language scholars. Vibrant court. Desirable match. Bounties lines. Well, maybe that one. Maybe that one. I mean, I don't think, as I say, we're particularly. Well, we're not. We're not particularly martial focused. So I think we'll go with that. Vibrant court. I think that might be better. That's probably the better one. The finer points of diplomacy. Today my son Andrew was taught a lesson in vassal management by Guta. It was quite a complicated course. Start again. It was quite a complicated course. Necessary, but perhaps a bit beyond Andrew's grasp. I must let things take their time, says Andrew. Only by being patient and letting my subjects work at their own pace may I rule wisely. Andrew seems unaware that some subjects would willfully waste time. Patience will serve you well, child, or forgiveness is a virtue above all others. Well, we are forgiving, so we'll go with that one, even though it gives us a bit of stress. So let's go. Bandits. Okay, I wake to the noise of chaos in camp, but it only takes me a few moments to realise what's happening. We're under attack. Bandits are swarming our tents and wagons, while our guards do what they can to resist. Where's my sword? I will drive these dogs away. There has to be somewhere around here I can hide. Stop this madness, I'll pay whatever you want. Well, I don't think we're necessarily about fighting off, but I mean, we're not bad with a sword. We're not. That's not what our first thought is, to go and, fight a battle. But, we can actually use a sword. We're not bad. So, I don't think we'd run away and hide. And I don't think we'd just automatically pay a load of money out. So, I think, yeah, get the sword. So, let's do that. Bandits fended off. Got some prestige. Wonderful. Pilgrimage, the end is nigh. As my party passes through a small town, I notice a throng of people filling the market square. At the centre, a man stands on an overturned fish cart, shouting wildly to all who will listen. The day of judgment is nigh. Repent, repent, I say, or you shall be damned for all eternity. The worried-looking townsfolk nervously whisper to each other, fearful of the doomsayer's words. I am glad this pilgrimage comes with an indulgence, and this man is not a priest. Cast him down. Well, that's suggesting that we're going to be forgiven for, doing something rash. So, why is he dressed like that? I think we go with he's not a priest. Let's do that. I think that's the one. Pilgrimage, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem. No other city in the world has a history quite like Jerusalem. In addition to the many other holy sites there, the city contains the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the combined places where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Standing outside the Temple Mount, which, with my hand on the western wall, I find myself reflecting on everything that happened on the journey to this city of legend. I have walked the holy path. So I've become the owner of St. Matthew's Tibia, naturally, of course. And because my faith has armed pilgrimage tenant, I gained determined pilgrim for 10 years and a load of piety and the trait pilgrim, of course. Brilliant. So, did I get the tibia? Or was that just a chance of it? I don't know. So, my journey has been a long one, but I've finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priests and bishops treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insist it has changed something about me, whether I can see it myself or not. Okay, brill. There we go. So, we've done our pilgrimage. So, I mean, in terms of where we go from here, oh, what's this? She's come to pay homage to us, show her in. Very good. Oh, never mind. Pause where I was going to go from here, but there we go. The last night. At last, Duke Thomas of de Hybarth comes to me once again, and hopefully for the last time. I rise from my slumber and query how well I have done in averting my fate. Oh, friend, you have done incredible work. Though your future is still uncertain, it is in far better state than it was when I first visited you. The weight on your soul is lifted, and I can return to my eternal punishment, assured that I have done all I can to save you from the same fate. Thomas disappears once again, and this time I doubt I will ever see him again. I'm saved. or I'm a changed man. Well, in a way, I mean, we've done some stuff with this event chain that we haven't done before, and the whole point of it is that he's come to realise that the path he was on was the wrong one. So I think we'll perhaps do that. You know, I mean, I had a comment in the comments on this that he's mellowed a bit in his old age. Well, perhaps he has. And, well, there you go, we haven't lost. This is you, though you don't always feel like yourself. Okay. We haven't lost the trait, but there was obviously just a chance of it, but we didn't lose it. But, you know, we go with that anyway. Comfortable friend. My wife, Catherine, approaches me as I am sitting by the window. You haven't been the same since what happened. She doesn't say it, but I know she's referring to my mother, Gwenin, dying of old age. Perhaps you need someone to talk to. I could be that someone, she continues gently. So we have the Confider trait, so we'll say that sounds nice. So we're still upset about our mum dying, which I suppose is understandable. Yep, Duchess can be our... There we go, that's good. She's our steward. So, I mean, our mum died ages ago. When was this? So this was the 1st of August, 1154. So that's ages and ages ago. It's like 20 odd years ago. So, you know, it is ancient history and things. But oh, what's this? He's become our spy master. Oh, very good. So I take it he's still got guaranteed rights on his thing. Yes, he does. That's why he's demanding that. Hold court. Yeah, we'll look at holding court then. Oh, artifact. Oh, I did get it was a court one, wasn't it? There you go. We've got St. Matthew's tibia there on display. Isn't that nice? That's some leg bones. So, right, hold court. That's what we're going to do. Let's let everyone in. One of my guards approaches me with my aunt Kerrick in chains, trailing behind him. I caught Kerrick here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in England. What should we do with her? Well, we didn't lose the sadistic trait, and this type of stuff historically has always been a trigger for us. It's a family member who is betraying us to somebody else. So I think, well, off with the head. I mean, that's fairly extreme. I don't think we forgive. Different plans for you. You imprison her. I think... Do we do off with the head? I mean, we are sadistic after all. Few things bring now as much joy as suffering of others. We have been trying to repent from that though, so maybe we just imprison her. You know, maybe that's the way we go. Mayor Douglas, who has clearly been working himself up to about something, greets me. My king, the dogs of Ramsey think that they are better than us, he spews, cracking their haughty jokes each market day. Mayor Liam, the hysterical oaf, needs to be put in his place, and those damned fools made to respect Athy, the superior city. So this is an argument between two mayors, basically. So you waste my time with this petty dispute. I think that's what we do. I don't think we are that bothered about this. I think it's a waste of our time. A peasant woman from the castle of Hymany is brought before me, and no matter what the guards do, she will not stop dancing, trailing blood from mangled feet. I cannot cease, my lord, none of us, not until we collapse. Please help us. My Archbishop Dunadact insists that it is a curse sent by Saint Vitus to punish the peasants. Dancing sounds delightful. So we get a dancing plague, and apparently that gives us less stress because we're sadistic. So sadistic watching them dance themselves to death. Pray for deliverance and God shall surely answer. I think maybe considering we've just been on a pilgrimage to Rome, I think it has changed us a little bit. And although we still have, our sadistic trait, I think maybe we would do the whole praying thing now. Maybe that's what we do. I think that would be part of it. So, there we go. That's fine. Let's carry on. So we've got some things that we'd set off building, completing. With glee, I took Gregory out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. When he showed me the animal, its wounds were evidence of a slow and tortured death. Gregory just smiled. So, it's just an animal. He keeps sadistic. Then show me you could have felled the animal yourself. That gives him ambitious. And this was a test. I hope you do better next time. He gains paranoid. Well, I think we have to go with the top one, don't we? Because we are still sadistic. And I think that's the way to go. What's the court event? A figure in physician's garb appears, has arrived. That don't make any sense to me whatsoever. So a figure in physician's garb appears, has arrived with a case of tools. That doesn't make sense. But my stomach churns as a hammer and pick are revealed amongst them. My lord, I am a proficient Tepana, I think. Imagine if all your miseries could simply walk out of your body and into the air. Your torments are not yours, but living spirits I can set free. This might even be lurking in a growth in your brain. Right. Well, do we let him start knocking holes in his skull? I mean, we are melancholic. Hard time seeing the good in life, but I'm not sure we've got a reason for him to want to start drilling into his head. I don't think we would, but I mean, this seems to think that we should. So the mockery, my affliction is far more than superstition. I can bear the right. Fine. Well, we'll give it a go. So let's see what happens. The tepanning of the soul. I am shuffled. I really can't read today. It seems that I'm failing. So apologies. I am shuffled into a back room of my castle. Ulgarg, something like that, ensures me it would only cause distress if my court could hear my cries as I am tied down to a chair. The hammer crashes into my cranium, but gripping the chair, I get a hold of myself. When the pick is at last removed, and I feel no different beyond a mild draft blowing into my exposed brain. Though I wish a treatment could have taken the pangs away, there is some safety in knowing that at least my mind is my own and not a demon's. My afflicted thoughts are a foe I alone may confront. Okay, well, there we go. So we've now got a hole in his head, I guess. So, is anything in there? No? Okay. Right. So this guy's writing poetry to us again. We've had a poem from him before, I think. So, I don't know. I mean, heartfelt. Don't quite know how to feel about this. I don't think we know how to feel about this. It's not really something that would particularly be that fussed about, I don't think. But there we go. Let's check in down here. She's not dead yet. 83. Jesus Christ. So, but, I think she, you know, I don't know, she must have found the waters of eternal youth or something, because this is ridiculous at this point. Found a holy order. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to, I mean, in terms of improving things, I think we might build, so I need a city. Ah yes, because we've got 2 things. So I might look at trying to build a new city here. I need 400. I've got the gold. There we go. So we'll build that. New acquisitions. During the daily management of my realm, I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Each opportunity has great potential, but realistically I can only pursue one of them. I must determine what would ultimately give me the most value. I heard rumours of a lost tome rediscovered. Duke Dime could use help managing his holdings. Securing those trade deals will fill my treasury. I don't really think that we'd really be that bothered about an artifact. I mean, we're not particularly got any learning sort of focus. We could get a weak hook on him, but to what end? I think we go for the money. Take the cold hard cash. I think that's the way we'd roll. I don't think there's any reason why we wouldn't, or why we'd do anything different. And what we can do as well is we can build a city there as well. So we're trying to improve the development of our lands and go from there. Harvesting Gwent. These are lean times, and the lands of my vassal Duke Dime in Gwent have suffered more than most. Report after report is brought before me detailing the bad harvest, and I begin to wonder if I shall receive my share of taxes from them this year. Investigate the county's problems, seize my rightful dues by force. This is Dime's responsibility, not mine. Well, let's see. I think the idea of being in control, as I say, we've talked in the past about how that's important, and so I think we'd want to know what's going on so we can remain in control. So we'll go with that. I do like that. This is you, though you don't always feel like yourself. Harvesting Gwent. Apparently the Lordship of Gwent has caught its misfortune, partly from bad management. Land was not properly cleared, seeds were sown out of season, and the pastures were overgrazed. A repentant Duke Dime stands before me, wringing his hands even. Please, my liege, give me another chance. I can fix this, I swear. So, I mean, I don't think he's our friend as such. I think we were friends with his dad. So, I think for that reason, perhaps we give him the benefit of the doubt. But I will personally fix this, whatever it takes. So we'll let him take the lead. I suppose in honour of our father, his father rather, who was our friend. Harvesting Gwent. Thank you for believing in me, my liege. My vassal Duke Dime has managed to solve the crisis he found himself in. Sometimes the best course of action is to trust in the skills of others and learn from them. Tell me all about how you did it. Okay. So, we've got another one. Oh, very good. So we just got 2 more of those. Powerful vassal councillor tax contributions plus 20%. Excellent. And he's become my marshal because he can't be fired. So, quite satisfied. My son Andrew has been asking me for a rolling hoop for a long time. So, do we reward him? He gets content or he gets fickle. Well, we're content, so we'd probably go for content. That's probably the way we'd go. Daughter learns language. A gift for The hustle and bustle is palpable among the travelling merchant stalls. The temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively irradiant and would make a lovely gift. As Queen Cathan and I walk by one of the merchants peddling jewellery, she hesitates slightly and as she leans in for a closer look. Perhaps one of these would brighten the day for my precious wife. I think we love our wife. So yeah, fine, let's do that. Put us into a bit of debt, but we can manage that, I'm sure. My dearest Nell, it's so good to see you. I watch you as you dutifully rule our realm, and would like to assist in any way that I can. She looks over her shoulder. I must have. Well, let's not dwell on what I did in the matter, but what I will say is that a mutual acquaintance owes me a favour. A silent breeze moves through her hair, and can't help but gaze at her magnificent features, attempting to etch them into my mind. She tilts her head and looks at me expectantly. How did you? Never mind, please enlighten me. So, provides me with a hook on a subject, or she becomes my lover. Well, I think, as I say, I think we love our wife, so we'll go with that. I think that's the way. Few knights. Let's invite some more to court. So yeah, 27. We'll definitely have you. Where is it? Recruit to court 49. Oh yeah, we're negative, aren't we? We'll do that in a minute. A lesson in charity. Dundak brought my son Gregory to the market today. Gregory was to hand out alms to the poor and needy, to learn about charity and a ruler's plight to the less fortunate. The implacable child gave something to everyone, Danak says, and when the purse ran dry, he insisted that we go get another. Very selfless, maybe even excessively so. It seems that little Gregory has a very big heart. Well, he is... Is he our only son? No, he's not. He's just the youngest son. We've got an older one. Yeah, we've got an older one alive, so I don't think we need to do that. Right, so it's a plight to give as much as we are. You must always consider your choices carefully, constantly, and bar those poor sods all beneath you. Well, we're not a generous person in terms of our traits, but I think I don't know. We'll go with that one. It seems reasonable to me. We'll get some more money from the Pope. There we go. Apparently these have got low durability, even though they're only a little bit of the way down. There we go. Can hire a court physician. I thought I had one. Let's have a little look. Was it this game or was it the Oviedo game where I had a spare physician going? It must be the Oviedo game. Oh no, I've got a novice physician here, which is not very good. Let's see if we can find someone a bit better. So we need adult, female, unmarried, free, hooks don't matter, religion, Catholicism. We could go with Irish, but obviously not going to help. So let's see. So I would imagine we've got a couple of knights at the very least who aren't married. Let's have a look. Right, he's not married, so let's see. Let's sort by learning. So she is a renowned physician. She's 65 though. We want somebody a bit younger. 44, that's probably about as low as I'm going to get. So she's too fast to interact with. Let's just try a normal physician rather than a renowned one. Oh, I should switch that to not a ruler as well. So let's see. 69, 45, 54, 42. She's reasonably, I mean, she's scaly, so we'd have something in common at least. I think perhaps we look at offering it to her. I know she's scaly, but I suppose we'd sympathise with that. So there we go, knight. There we go. She'll come to our court, and so she can now be our new court physician. There we go. All right. So we're getting more knights arriving. That's fine. We can hire them, recruit them in. 28, and I don't know about the other one. Is he the other one? Must be the one we've already got. There we go. But okay. Let's check in elsewhere. So how's she doing? She's 85 now and still going. Masonic dealings. Strike a deal with the Chief Mason. Sure, why not? After a lengthy audience, the Chief Mason will budge no further. For a lower price than this, it cannot be done. Okay, so we have an agreement, and that gives us build construction time and cost is down. So then we have an agreement. Okay. Let's see about bringing this one in. He's worthwhile bringing in, I think. There we go. So we've got a couple of new knights there to work with. And finally, she has gone. Holy Order patronage gained. Gain the patronage of the Teutonic Order of the Holy Order. We've inherited a Warhammer, which is nigh on falling apart. Did we have that originally? Was that... I don't know. I can't remember. Did we have that originally before it went off to be hers? I don't know. But magnificent tapestry. We've got all sorts of goodies. Very good. I think we're going to have to spend a fair bit of money on getting all these things into working order though. So let's start with that because that's going to fall to bits if we don't. Let's do these. And there we go. That's pretty much it. A little bit on these. And then we've got everything in working order there. Let's go to our court and let's have a look at the artifacts. So, magnificent tapestry. Well, traditionally we've had a house banner there, but I suppose we could go with that. That's above our throne. We've got the other two on the wall anyway. What could we go with this? Gaelic ornamental coffet. So, coffet is a coffet of masterful craftsmanship. It is made plainly worked brass, and on the body of the box and the lid, a capable hand has carved interlaced knot patterns, perfect to keep deeds, memorabilia, and ceremonial items safe. Wonderful. And let's just check that all those are in decent order. Yes, they are. I suppose we do a bit of that one. There we go. That's, I think, everything in good working order. We can put our armour on. That'll help us. Can use our regalia. Don't think we have a crown. Don't think there's anything else to hang on to here in terms of our accessories. And we now all of a sudden have an absolutely ton more land. So there we go. I'm thinking that it might be a good place to end it there. I'm even thinking, and I think I might say this just out of a, just for the moment at the very least, but I'm thinking that perhaps even it might be a good place to leave this series here. We started this series with our grandfather as a newborn baby with 0 years old, no skills, no nothing, everything. We were completely reliant on the people around us. And then obviously we had George, his son, and they were both the warlike kings, and they expanded the realm to Ireland, and we've got obviously land in southern Wales. And then obviously along came Niall, who is now an older man himself, and the realm has expanded and been less of a war footing on this one. We've had some little wars with this. I mean, that was a fairly big war, I suppose, in terms of troop numbers, because there was that many allies brought in, but we have, things have ended well there. So we've got lands now. Obviously, the dynasty is spread. We have got, obviously, in total now 2 kingdoms. We've got duchies within multiple countries, including our daughter having lands over here. We've come a long way from that one single baby with no one and nothing, who was purely in control of a single county, because that wasn't there originally either, but a single county on the Isle of Man. That was all we had to start with, and we've come a long way from that, and the inheritance of it has expanded to include all this. So I'm not certain that we can really, other than obviously just keep going and keep expanding, keep going from there. I mean, I'm not sure really that there is much more to do with this. If there is a big outpouring of, yes, you must continue, we must see how it goes and things, if you're really desperate to see how things go, because obviously our son, who we were going to hand things over to, has died, but our grandson will now be the one who inherits from us and things. At least he will inherit he'll inherit the Kingdom of Ireland. Obviously his brother will probably inherit something else. Let's have a little look. Who's going to inherit what? So there we go. So my grandson will inherit Ireland. My other son will inherit, one of my sons will inherit the Kingdom of Tahert down there. And Prince Gregory, one of my other sons, will inherit the Kingdom of Brittany. So, we have expanded in that sense. We will have 3 kingdoms in the family, multiple duchy titles, and lands overseas and things. So the idea of inheritance has happened. That's what we've done. So I'm thinking for this series, I will leave it there. In the comments, if you feel, actually, no, you're robbing us of further story, then fine. By all means, put some comments on. If I get enough of them, I will keep going for a bit longer. But I don't want to keep flogging a dead horse. The interest in this series seems to have dwindled quite a lot over time. And, there comes to a point where you sort of have to just weigh up whether you're making them whether I'm sat here basically talking to myself. So, if there's a big interest and you want me to carry on for a bit longer, I will. But if I don't hear anything like that, I will leave it here for this. It's been a 20-part series on this family, and the concept of role-play in this our roleplay has evolved over time, and it has been an enjoyable journey. It's had some good points and things, but I think it may have come to an end. So please do like, comment, subscribe to the channel, give me your views on this and on the events that we've done, and as ever, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.